UFC Fight Night, Pavlovich versus Blaydes. I've got a Prize Picks 5 flex for you. That's coming up on Saturday, April 23rd. But before, of course, we get into this upcoming card, I want to have full accountability. So let's take a look at what happened last week on the Holloway card. And here on screen is the ticket I gave out on the show. And we went 3 of 4. Not too bad. Not too bad. And the one miss, I'll go back to whatever. The money shot, Zach Cummings, actually missed. I can't even believe it. Dude retires in the octagon after this win. This was ridiculous. Just weird shit went down. Cummings winds up getting a whole bunch of knockdowns over the course of this fight, and just it went nuts. So Cummings under 82.5 fantasy score was a miss. But, of course, our lock buttons on Gutierrez under, that was easy money. Even if he wins the fight here, we hit the under, the score. Even if you add in 20 points for decision, only got you 70. That's what we were looking for. Dustin Jacoby, again, this is huge. This is what we wanted. The under doesn't come close to the 89.5 was way over. And I've got some fantasy scores coming up from this week. And of course, our top play of the week last week, Max Holloway over 132.5 strikes. It was also my bet of the week. If you follow me on Sharp app and you play my bets, I had a bet on Holloway to win. I had a second bet on Holloway by decision plus 175. Crushed it. One of my best plays of the year. I've got another bet like that coming up. I'll be putting out later in a video over on the Sharp app as well. But we're talking UFC plays for UFC Fight Night Blaydes, Pavlovich, and I've got them for you once again here. We got a 5 flex on the board, and maybe you don't like my longer form format, but I don't care. I like to explain why these are plays so that you guys can make your own decisions. Again, if you like that style of breakdown, smash that like button. Smash it. Hit it. Hit the like button. Let me know you're out there. Tell me your favorite plays for this particular card. Do you differ? You like something else? Let me know. Let me know. I've even got one play on the board. I'll keep it real this week. That is a personal lean that is going away from the sportsbook, but you can bet it. So we'll talk about that one as well. But let's get started with my first play. And taking a look at Montel Jackson, there are 2 ways to play this fight. Monty Jackson is a massive favorite against Ronnie Yaya. He is currently minus 550. So he is a massive favorite against. Oops, I just shut down Prize Picks. Going to have to reopen. Okay, so let's hope I remember what my plays were now that I just X'd it out by mistake. Okay, let's get back to it. Ronnie Yaya, 2 ways to play it. Montel Jackson, right? So we've got the under 10 minutes of fight time, and I'm going to keep this one very, very simple. The fight starts round 3, is currently sitting at fight doesn't start round 3, is currently sitting at minus 160. When we remove the VIG from that, the implied probability of that hitting is 58.6%. I agree with that. I think there is a decent chance that this one does not start round 3. That gives us the 10-minute prop. So, fine. Now, the other bonus is if Ronnie Yaya sneaks a submission in there at some point along the way, we still score on this one. The other way to play this is, so I like that one, under 10 minutes. Now, the other way to play it is the 112 fantasy score. And of course, I expect Montel Jackson to win. I don't think we need to worry about that. And so I was kind of looking at it like, you know what? His opponent is going to go for takedowns relentlessly. He will not go for takedowns. And the way scoring works on Prize Picks, a takedown defended is 3 points. Is 3 points. So I think Monty Jackson could get takedowns of his own along the way potentially, but certainly he should have 5, 6 takedown defended over the course of this fight. And if it does that, and it also goes under 10 minutes, but even over 10 minutes, even if we get the 3rd round finish, I think if we get enough takedowns defended, we can hit this kind of a number, this 112. So this one can go either way. I'm going to leave the under fight time in here, but interchangeable with over 112 fantasy score. Interchangeable. probably can mess with the over 35 significant strikes as well, but I don't want to go there. All right, so that's play number one. Now we're going to get to my top play on the card. Now I got to remember them because I had them all on screen before, and now I have to remember them. So my top play, my favorite on this card, Brad Tavares, under 91 point. This is just a misprice. As a matter of fact, this one is so mispriced that when I give it out in the DFS Army Prize Picks Discord, which I do ahead of you seeing these videos, just to give our subscribers a head start on these. Obviously, I've been crushing the MMA. I think these are the most skewed in our advantage plays that we ever see on Prize Picks. So this one might be gone. They might change it. So be aware that this number is probably going to be a lot lower in a couple days than it is right now, or even when you're watching this video. Maybe. That's why you got to sign up. DFS Army, promo code PROPS20, 20% off. Link in the description below. Like, subscribe. So let's talk about Brad Tavares and why I like the under 91.5. And it's very, very simple. Brad Tavares is a low volume striker. Let's open up his information. He's a low volume striker, a decision machine. Does not really do much in terms of grappling and has great takedown defense. His opponent is not likely to go for takedowns. We should not see takedowns defended here. Striking battle. Tavares only landing 3 strikes per minute. Like, that is some low ass volume. So in effect, Tavares needs to win this fight inside the distance in order for this to even have a shot of cashing. And I contend that he needs to win within the first 2 rounds in order to hit 91.5 fantasy score, because he's not doing else to score points. Now, he could do it. He could win within the first 2 rounds. Crazy shit happens. He could get a bunch of knockdowns along the way, I guess. Crazy things happen. But I don't think any of that's happening. And in reality, what am I? Montel Jackson. I'm on the wrong one here. Where am I? Tavares Silva. So Brad Tavares is plus 205 to win inside the distance at all. So plus 205 gives us his inside the distance prop. That is skewed very much well enough in our favor. Let me pull up the odds on that. Plus 205. Doesn't win is minus 270. So the odds of him not getting that, 69%. So this prop is skewed in our favor, 69%. That is a tier 2 play. What does that mean? Tier 2 play for as long as this lasts on the board, and it won't be long. You can pair this with anything. You can pair it with tacos. You can pair it with when Will Lynn in the DFS Army Discord is dropping live plays like fucking fire, dropping live plays all night long. MLB, NBA, 3rd quarter, 4th quarter, 9th inning, 1st inning, like live plays like crazy. Those ones that are really skewed that only last a couple seconds. Keep the under on Brad Tavares in your pocket. Be ready with it. Pull it out. Play it with pair. That's how you create your pairs. Hey, Geek, I don't got pairs. Yes, you do. Tavares. That's your pair all week long. Tavares under 91.5 fantasy score. That is my favorite play on the card. Remember, I like this one better than the Montel Jackson. The Montel Jackson fight time is a tier 3. It's a 58%er. It's very similar to a lot of the things that pop up on the Proptimizer. That's not a special play. The special one is Brad Tavares. That one you keep in your pocket all week. I'm going to call that a core play because it has a 70% plus implied probability of hitting for us. That's as good as it gets. Again, that number will change by the time you see it. All right. Let's continue. Next prop on the board. This one is, this is just, it's my own play and it's a lean. And so I want to be very, very clear on what this one is. Junior Tapa, more than 71.5 fantasy score. And I'm going to explain why this is not necessarily a really great prize picks play. It's more probably just something to bet, but I'm going to explain why. So it's let's see if it's even acceptable on prize picks. No. So here's the deal. Junior needs to win the fight in order to hit that number. It's that simple. And he's minus 115 to win the fight. So that is not odds positive enough to skew in our favor. This is something we're going to bet on the sports book. But this card just, I actually have a lean. It's not all the time that I'm going to have a lean like that. But in this case, I do have that lean. So I'm adding Junior Tapa in, but with an asterisk. This is not what I would consider to be odds skewed in our favor. This is just me analyzing the fight. The reason I like Tapa is just because his opponent, Usman, is just absolute trash. All he could do is throw bombs and maybe land and hope to land one. Tapa is a much more, it's just a better striker. Tapa's just a better fighter than his opponent. I think the odds are weird. I think it's because Muhammad Usman got the last name Usman. To be honest, that this is close. I don't think this is a close fight. So I think the odds are wrong. Again, this is better to bet on the sports book. I don't even know that I want to make it an official pick, but I don't have much of a choice here as there aren't that many plays this week that really stand out. All right, so that is just a filler play. You don't have to play that one. Or you don't have to play any of these, to be honest with you. Not financial advice. Do what you want. So I like Tapa to win the fight. If he does win, he's scoring 71.5 because that fight's going to end probably. It's unlikely to go for full 3 rounds, but I can't really make it an official play. So I'm just going to leave it out there. You guys do what you want with it. All right, next up, I've got Karina Silva over 89.5 fantasy score. Now, let me put that one in. Did we hit 5 yet? Yeah, that's our 5th one. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be play number 4. So we got more to go. But Karina Silva over 89.5 fantasy score. Now let's take a look at the numbers on Karina. She is minus 185 to win this fight. Okay. Well, she's definitely going to have to win to hit that number. Now let's take a look at some of the props. And this is where this one is really a little bit surprising, but also, hey, the odds are telling us something and we should believe them. So the odds are saying this fight is minus 215 to win to end inside the distance. If we specifically look at Silva inside the distance, I believe it's about, plus 110. So Silva to win inside the distance plus 110. But here's the thing. Now, normally that's not good enough. That's not skewed enough in our favor. We expect Silva to win. Will she win inside the distance? Less than 50%. So here's why this is still an okay play. Silva is a grappler, and she's taking on Priscilla Cachoeira, who cannot stop a takedown, is particularly bad at grappling. And what I expect to see is Silva, at the very least, landing takedowns and getting submission attempts. So that's really what this comes down to. Cachoeira, Karina Silva, in her couple of fights, she's averaging more than 1 takedown per 15. She doesn't land a lot of strikes. She's going for takedowns. So when we take a look at the PrizePicks scoring, you get 6 points for a takedown. You also get 5 points for a submission attempt. And I do think we'll get a submission attempt or 2 along the way. So with all that being said, the whole idea here is we expect Karina will have to win to hit this. The question is there, obviously, if she wins inside the distance, she is hitting this number. Because when you look even at a 3rd round win, again, looking at the scoring here, even a 3rd round win gets you a 50-point bonus. That means she only has to rack up about 39 points worth of strikes and takedowns and knockdowns and submission attempts in order to hit this number. So if she gets that win inside the distance, she's there. The question is, what are the odds where Silva wins by decision that she hits this number? And again, those are longer odds than I'd like. That's why this isn't the Tavares play, which is our core play. But I think there's a chance that even in a decision win, as long as it's grappling heavy, couple submission attempts, couple takedowns along the way, we get there. And when you look at the Silva takedowns number here, it's over or under 1.5. So you might be saying, hey, Kev, why didn't you go for over 1.5 takedowns? And the reason I didn't is because I think there's an actual chance that Silva just gets one takedown and finds a submission. Silva has won, I think, every fight in her career, or just about every fight in her career, by submission. So I think there's like a reasonable chance that she actually gets just one takedown and gets a sub. So I don't like the over 1.5 for that reason, because what if she only gets one? But if she gets one takedown and a submission, she's going to smash the fantasy score. If she gets over 2 takedowns and wins, she's probably going to beat that score, because that's 12. And then if there's a submission attempt, you add another 5. Second submission attempt, that's another 5. The points start piling up when that's happening. So she lands a submission, she finishes she wins inside the distance. You got it. Even in a decision, as long as it's grappling heavy and there's some submission attempts and everything, you got it. And Priscilla Cachoeira is just somebody that gets unloaded on. Her opponent does not have striking defense. It's just not. I like her. I like her fighting style. It should be a fun fight. And I give the opponent a real chance to win the fight. But I think if Silva does win, she'll land more volume than she normally does. She'll get some takedowns along the way, a couple submission attempts. And I think there's even, let's give her a slim, 20% shot that even in a decision win, she'll hit this number. So yes, we want her to win inside the distance to get to that level, but there is that slim chance that she can get there even without it. I don't think I had a significant strikes one that I like this week. I'm trying to see if I left one off the board. No. I think that's it for us. There might have been one other fight time. No. So that's going to do it for us. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 plays, but most important, the core play this week, the play that you want to keep in your back pocket to use not just on this MMA play, but whenever a pair comes up. The core play of the week is Brad Tavares. Again, coming off a 3-1, 75% hit rate. Let's go 4-0 this week. Good luck, everybody. If you want to join us in the DFS Army Discord, where we're talking prize picks nonstop, Will Lynn and Sniper dropping plays 24/7. Sign up, link in the description below. It's the DFS Army Props subscription. It is $35 a month. It comes with the Proptimizer tool, the best tool in existence for identifying value spots against prize picks. And of course, our Discord, where Sniper, Will Lynn, and myself, and our team, Mutt, Madness, they're dropping plays nonstop in there. We're accountable. We track everything. We're hitting 60+% on all the picks so far. And especially the live picks from Will Lynn are crazy good. Those are where you find the best values. They come up. You only got 5 minutes to play it. Need the pair. So that's why Tavares is going to be so critical for us this week. Make sure you use it. Good luck, everybody. Let's put this ticket in. And again, I broke a rule here playing Junior in this one, because this particular slate is just not chock full of goodness. So I'm sitting here just kind of adding one in that I might not normally play, but I'm definitely betting that one on the sports book as well. The rest of these I do like quite a bit, and I'll continue to look. And if another one pops up, we'll drop that one in the DFS Army Props, PrizePicks Props chat Discord as well. Good luck this week, everybody.